Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know, it's been 3 weeks since I posted. What is this upload schedule? Anyways, I'm here to bring you a very simple and stupid video. And that simply is Redmane Castle a good castle? Now, before we get any farther into the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Yes, I know, it is a low quality video, but come on, man, get those numbers up. And to be honest, every single time I say this, I somehow get more subscribers. I don't know how it works, it just does. Anyways, on to the rest of the video. Okay, so I basically have 3 different things that I am looking for in a castle. So, for instance, my first kind of point, I guess, that I'm looking for in a castle is the location of the actual castle. So when I say location, I quite literally mean the location of the actual castle. Let's go ahead and look at it. So right away, you can basically see the sum of this castle. And it's that big old castle. One bridge is basically the only entry point, unless you can scale these walls. But that'd be very difficult because there's a very, very wide and deep moat around this entire castle. So that already gives it quite a few points. Like, it's a very defendable, good location castle. Now, the location kind of also goes into my other point, which is the defensibility. But we're going to get into that later. Now, in case some of you did not know, the actual location on the map is kind of the bottom right, which also definitely adds into some good points there, because if you wanted to actually attack this place, you'd kind of have to go far out of your way. And I don't know all the lore of Elden Ring, but I'm pretty sure if someone wanted to attack this place, they'd have to deal with quite a few other forts in the area. So it'd be kind of difficult to actually get here. So, location's probably the smallest one to really look at. I'm just going to give it a good old 10 out of 10, because I really don't see anything too wrong with this. So with location out of the way, let's just get into probably my favorite one, which is the defensibility. And boy, this castle, it does quite a few things pretty much perfectly. Okay, so basically the first point, just to get it out of the way, is when you actually approach this castle, you catapult that is targeting you. So if you try and walk across this bridge, now I am flying, but it still works if you're walking. Yeah, big old catapult's gonna come and try and shoot at you. Now I'm pretty sure that definitely should add a point into the defensibility. Having an actual working weaponry for defense. So that's definitely a plus side on this. And it's set up in such a way, and there's actually 2 of them. It's set up on such a way that it can, they can just obliterate anyone who's trying to cross through this bridge. Now, it does seem like I said, I don't know all the lore, it does seem like this castle is actually sieged and possibly taken. I don't really know. Doesn't really matter, though, because, it's just a goofy YouTube video. So anyways, that is definitely a plus side on this defensibility. Now, again, location, it helps a lot having a moat. And being bottom right of the map, definitely pluses for the defensibility. And then, just another thing, this bridge is, it's not tiny, but it's not massive. So, if you can see here, it's probably about, 10 people, shoulder to shoulder, can kind of defend this bridge. Meaning that, basically meaning that you only need 10 men to physically defend this place, because the only point of entrance is actually on this bridge. Also, I'm really getting bombarded here. I think there's a ballista up there. Oh yeah, there is. There's, on top of that siege tower, there's a ballista. Okay, I didn't even know that was there. Huh. Well, I guess that's another thing. Alright, so we went over the bridge. And to actually get into the castle, you have to go up this path. And they actually do have some, defenses here. They have they definitely have a ballista there to stop anyone coming up. They have all these barriers, so you can't really push any siege towers like they did there, up here. And even just if you tried to push a siege tower up here, that would take a lot of men because it does get kind of steep. They also seem to have a giant. Well, that's fun. Let's just keep going. And then, to top it off, they have a gate that can be opened and closed. They do not have a drawbridge, although that would make no sense because there's no water actually here. It would be kind of cool if there was a drawbridge over here, but there isn't. That's kind of sad. Anyways, yeah, this is a very well-defended castle, it looks like. They have quite a few towers here. I don't think you can actually get up here in the base game. It could probably be reached by ladders, although that wouldn't really make too much sense. Let's just kind of forget about that. And yeah, they have some decently placed walls to some archers up here and rain down fire. And then also, it looks like these walls are roughly the perfect height to shoot out of these cracks. I really need to look up what these are called, but yeah, those are definitely some plus sides there. Anyways, yeah, defensibility, I think I gotta give it a 10 out of 10 just because they actually have places to shoot from and actual walls and siege engines to bombard people with if they actually try and get across that only bridge. So yeah, I gotta say, 10 out of 10 defensibility. Good job, Redmane Castle. Now the last and final one, which is kind of, you know, just my personal preference on, my personal take on this castle, is the reason behind it. Now, the reason that I can guess, and it's kind of roughly the, you know, sort of the same reason for my other video, which you should go watch, is this castle is kind of a fallback point. But it's not like entirely a fallback point, because there seem to be some sort of places for encampment, but yeah, it's mainly just a because there do seem to be some places that you could set up a little bit of settlements and towns, like, you know, I mean, those are just ruins down there, but it could technically be some sort of castle towards a town, because there are some ruins over in the distance and whatever. But it basically seems like a fallback point, which I'm perfectly fine with saying. And also, I don't know the lore, but it could be someone's home. Like, it kind of looks like that. That's also kind of like a church. I should probably look into the lore a little bit more before I do these type of videos, but who cares? So yeah, the reason seems pretty good. Nothing too wrong with a good old fallback point. And, you know, if it is someone's house, very well defended. Good job. So in the end, this is kind of really just a 10 out of 10 castle. There's no real big flaws here. I'm pretty sure you could easily defend this place if you had to. I don't know how well the previous owner or the same owner did, because I do not know the lore. Yeah, nothing too wrong with it. So yeah, 10 out of 10 castle. I really need to get a better upload schedule. Now, I was on vacation for a little while, and sadly, when Night Rain comes out, I will also be on vacation. It's like the day after Night Rain comes out. But I have a Discord, and I would like to get some Night Rain groups going, because, you know, fun times. So if you'd like to join that, it is in the description. And, you know, sorry for the low quality video. I just had to get something out. But if you did somewhat enjoy it, consider liking and subscribing. And, yeah, you know, thanks for staying to the end, and I will see you next time.